Hi, my friends, it's Peg, and today it is time for me to do the July review. And today I have chosen a book. This is from one of my favorite artists and authors, which is Stencil Girl by Mary Beth Shaw. It's a book that she published a few years back. And if you don't know Mary Beth, it says here about the author, works in mixed media because she loves to play with art supplies. She uses stencils on anything and everything. If it will hold still, she will stencil it. And that's the truth. She owns Stencil Girl products. And this book is from North Light Books. The ISBN is 978-14403-30179. It's $25 in the US, $27.99 Canadian. And I don't know, you probably have to check and see if they have a Kindle version for this. I'm sorry, I did not check. But uh, one of the things I want you to see is the number of contributors there are in here. Mary Beth is very good about providing us with information from a lot of different artists. And, you can look in here and see Margaret Applin, Seth Epter, Andrew Borlaug, Pam Kryker. These are all people, Jen Cushman, these are all people that I know and many times have taken inspiration and direction from Mary Nasser, one of my good friends. Let's see, Joan Sharp, Michelle Ward. These are names that you've seen for a lot of years in a lot of the publications. So, the information in here is really good. And it says for a list of stenciling resources, you can go to creativemixedmedia.com, Stencil Girl. So there's information in on the web from them also. Check out Stencil Girl products also, because I know there's a lot of information there. I've actually done guest artist features for Stencil Girl, and been very proud to be part of that whole creative team. So what I want to talk to you about, though, is the information that's covered in here is very extensive. Just flipping through here, there's a lot of eye candy. You can see that I've gone through and highlighted some things. It works from stencil art to decor to just stencil fun. Lots of good information. It looks like there's 127 pages in this book. And yeah, I love it. One of the first things it talks about is your applicators. And, I work with a number of different applicators when it comes to stenciling. You guys have probably all seen stencil brushes. These are Dreamweaver stencil brushes, probably things that you're more accustomed to seeing with stenciling. It's a flat bristle brush so that as you're working through a stencil, you've got a tip like this. I typically keep stencil in each of the color families, a blue, a red, a yellow, so that I'm not counter-contaminating. This is a newer version of a stencil brush. It's meant more for just brushing across like this in this motion. And I believe these are from Clarity Stamp. One of the newest stencil brushes to come out is this cute little travel one from Tim Holtz. It's a distress one, and I like the cosmetic type closure here because it's protecting your brush bristles. You can pull this back. You can lock it in place because it's got little tabs on here, and you can use the tip of the brush, or you can slide it up and hold it in place like this and get a more concentrated brush. But when you go to put it away, you slide it out like that, put your tip on. Now it can condense down to this little package. So that's kind of a cool little thing. Another thing that's nice to have is a foam brayer. like this. This works really well. Some people just like to stencil with cosmetic brushes or cosmetic sponges. I'm not a real fan of these. You have to work really dry, and many times people tend to load these too much with paint. You want to work in a very dry process. A more condensed foam like this is something that you can get at your dollar store. This is a cosmetic um, applicator, and it's a little more condensed than these. It's stiffer than this particular foam, but yeah, a lot of people will work with either one of these. My very most favorite, and these, while these are clean, it just means that, you know, I've used them and washed them out, because they wash out and you can use them over and over again. These are sponges from Soft. It's SOFFT, and I'll try to remember to put a link in for you. But um, these are also out of a more dense foam. And so when you load these and just get a little bit on there, it goes a long ways, and it works very well because it's not pushing the paint underneath the stencil. So I do recommend these for stenciling. I also have one of these nifty applicators for larger applications, and I know that they sell these from Stencil Girl also. So I just wanted to show you, you know, first thing here they're talking about is applicators, and so of course I'm getting off talking about the things that make me happy when it comes to stenciling. She talks about substrates, about the type of mylar that's durable, and, you know, hand cutting and that sort of thing. So, I mean, lots and lots of information here. Um, Beautiful eye candy, things about like wood burning, and I'm not going to go through the whole book because that just wouldn't be fair, but I do want to show you quickly some of the wonderful pages that you're going to see in here. You know, here they're even stenciling on cakes and different mixed media projects. So you can see that not only do they have, you know, direction, step-by-step direction on how to do some things, they also have bonus projects, which I find really cool. I mean, you can work through some of this stuff just by going through the book and, you know, doing some of these projects. Doodle mania, right? So I just think that if you are a lover of stencils, as I am, and here they're even talking about encaustic, if you're interested in caustic at all. Yeah, just a really great book, really fun, lots of information. I can just tell you that I will go to this book over and over again and enjoy it every time I open the cover. So the other thing I wanted to remind you of is, if you like stencils, be sure and check out Gina's Etsy store. She has wonderful stencils for sale. I just got some new ones, and I can't wait to get to playing with them. And I think next week you're going to see me come out and pull some of those new ones out and use them. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure and check out the other reviews in my creative year, and I'll see you again next month. Bye for now.